Hey there, Beltway 95 sports fans. On this week's episode, post-game recap of the Washington football team versus the San Francisco 49ers. 99 problems, what I call it. Chase Young on this week's episode of Beltway 95 Sports.
99.
Well, welcome back, fans, to this week's episode of Beltway 95 Sports. Normally I'm sitting down, but I can't sit down today because of that win we had yesterday. And I know I'm kind of late on the video, but, I call this 99 problems because Chase Young went off yesterday. And it's like this kid just keeps developing week after week after week. And now that they inserted Alex Smith as a starter, it seemed like this team is taking off with the Pittsburgh Steelers win. Basically, it was an upset win. And now they come back and beat San Francisco for the 49ers in a nice game. End up playing the game in Arizona because of the COVID-19. And I think San Francisco will be playing the next few games in Arizona. But like I said, Chase Young, he went off yesterday. And it's just, they had that building block on the defense for years to come. And like I said, he's a local product, so he's going to be motivated once his 3-year contract up or rookie deal is over. I'm sure he's going to sign for a long-term deal. The Washington football team be dumb if they gave him up. But the unfortunate part about yesterday's game, Alex Smith did suffer an injury, but Haskins did have to come in. But it seemed like he was more calm. The team was already winning anyway. San Francisco did make a late comeback, but Haskins did enough to kind of slow the tempo of the game and come out the win. Now, hopefully, Alex Smith will be okay for next week's game. That's sort of up in the air for now. I heard from some sources that he was good to go for next week, but in the NFL, especially this season, everything's uncertain. So hopefully Haskins has taken that time while he was on the bench to kind of look at Alex, and kind of the game slowed down enough for him where he can kind of I see what some of the things Alex Smith did. He was like a game manager. He did appropriate passes. The run set up for the passes that hopefully Haskins, if he does get the start for next week, he can kind of keep the momentum of the team. Fortunately for us, the Giants lost yesterday, so now that puts us at the top of the NFC East by ourselves. And we have 4 games left, so hopefully, we can kind of chug along, keep this train moving. Hopefully, like I said, I'm shaking. I'm a little bit nervous. Hopefully that Alex Smith can come back because, in my honest opinion, I don't think we can be successful without him. The defense can hold teams on but so long. Chase Young, they can do what they got to do on the defensive side, but you still need some offense, especially if we're going to do anything in the playoffs. But as far as the East is concerned, I know Dallas won yesterday, but that's neither here or there. Philly won as well, but they're pretty much done for the rest of the season. So our only competition is the Giants to hold on to the NFC East spot. So, like I said, what are you guys' thoughts? How you think Chase Young performed yesterday? I thought he was, it was no question that he was going to, be a tremendous star in the NFL. And I knew it was going to be quickly, just like a lot of people on the other side of this camera thought so as well. I'm just excited to see what the future is. They're going to have to add a few more pieces to him. And I know a lot of people in the comment sections and watching some of the local Facebook groups were trying to figure out, okay, where do we go next year? Who's going to be our starter next year? And I always say, give Haskins a try, He did okay yesterday. Like I say, he was coming in as a relief pitcher. Basically, Al Smith had already done all the work. But if Haskins does get to start next week, hopefully, like I said, hopefully that he take his time, kind of manage. They don't really need him to go out and win the game, just kind of manage the game. I think the defense will set up the offense for some good scenarios and good situations. Like I said, you're only competing for the Giants. Now, you guys up on the Giants now. I guess it will technically be a half a game lead for the NFC East, but we're in first place. And if we can hold on for the next 4 games, the sky's the limit. If Haskins has to play, it'll still get time for Alex to kind of, get over it. I believe it was an ankle injury. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know. But it'll give Alex time enough to heal. And if he does miss maybe 1 game next week, whatever, even unlikelihood of missing 2 games, Haskins can keep the boat chugging along until Alex gets back in. And that'd be 2 less games he had to play. He'd be well rested, and we can make a nice deep run in the playoffs. But I'm just excited about this team, and I'm starting to do a little bit something different. Like I said, I normally sit down, but we DMV here. Maybe you guys get a look at the set, whatever. But with this channel, it's called Sports with a Cause. So we support autism, children with special needs, adults with special needs. And that's what this channel is all about. Any proceeds from that will go towards that as the channel grows. And we care about what's going on in the DMV. As far as the violence, whether it's in DC, Virginia, Baltimore, we want to, make sure we kind of put a curve on that. But I want you guys to be safe out there. Wear your mask, love each other, and go watch the football team. And I'll see you on the next episode of Beltway Sports. Thank you.